Hello, so it's now actually 9.5 weeks. I'm a bit late getting out with this. 9.5 weeks, so hopefully this video will be as interesting as that movie was. I want to talk today about the past and how I let it affect me. And I want to take a big example in my own life, which was the death of my father. He died when I was 14 or 15 months old, so I never really knew him, and it was a devastating loss and a great gap and a void in my life, and a causer of sadness, as one might imagine. But I remember when I was a kid going to my friends' houses and asking for, is Johnny coming out to play, only to be told no, his dad's taking him to the swimming pool or out to play football or whatever. And feeling very alone and very hurt as to, well, where's my dad to take me to these things? And it caused me to feel great anger and resentment towards my dead father. How crazy is that? But which carried right through my life. And it was only really in my late 30s that I was able to revise the story, change the story I was telling myself. And that was because I looked at my father's death from his point of view, not from my point of view. And when I saw it through his eyes, I was seeing a man who was dying of cancer and leaving behind 3 young and beautiful children and a beautiful wife. And I could understand the pain and the anguish that he must have been going through. And it completely blew open the story and the self-pitying story that I've been completely telling myself for years. And it allowed me to be free and to realize that it wasn't true. So I was free to be me. I was free to let those tentacles of the past release me. And I realize that with everything today, that the past really is just a story in my head. It doesn't exist anywhere else. I can't point to it and say that's the past. And yes, of course, I have memories of the past in the form of photographs or collaborative shared experiences with others who were there. But even that's not a very good marker, because in my past, I may have deemed or judged events to be happy or sad or good or bad, and someone else who was experiencing the same event may take the other side of that coin and see it as sad or happy or whatever they felt for it. So we're not having the exact same experience because we're giving a different meaning. And that's very much what this, I suppose, is about. That something happens, an event takes place, I construe it or misconstrue it, I give it a certain amount of meaning, and then I live the rest of my life reacting to that meaning as if that's what's so. And really it isn't, because I'm the one that made up the story, and I can change it. It's just in my head, it doesn't exist anywhere else. So I think that I'm held back often from happiness by the stories I tell myself of the past, and I really want to revise them. I want to divorce the story and marry the truth, and then free myself.